microwave your ballots.
Yeah,
so I just wanted to make sure that...
if when you microwave paper, it's going to get black marks on it. You could end up voting. It could black mark the box that you didn't want to check.
That you don't want to vote. Yeah, absolutely. But I felt like we wanted to make sure,
just put a pair of gloves on, vote.
It says
and then
here
take the gloves
that
off after you mail it back.
If you are worried, let it sit out for 24 hours. That's what they say. They say 24 hours apparently on the envelopes is what they say. But
all right.
And now, how about your food related? Should I dive into
chocolate.
this? Noodles.
Listen, I'm on a carb diet. Bring on all the carbs.
Ramen? Does that work?
Yeah.
Oh.
So the makers of Top Ramen announced that they are seeking a chief noodle officer to get paid $10,000 to help develop and test new ramen noodle soup recipes.
My dream job.
Listen, I've got a kid that would be perfect for that.
Ramen noodle, the chief noodle officer, the CNO.
I've always wanted to be the CNO.
Yes. You get the chance for a one-on-one mentorship with a CEO, and it gets better.
Okay.
A 50-year supply of various products. Submissions are being accepted.
I just prayed this morning for a dream job. Look at that.
Interested candidates are being instructed to post photos and recipes of their own creations to social media, and the winner will be selected by a celebrity judge, a recent winner of Top Chef All-Stars LA. Wow. So you can submit applications through October the 30th.
Should it be a real resume or just like the reasons why you love noodles so much?
It says here that you're supposed to post photos and recipes of your own ramen creations to social media.
Wow.
I felt like that was something
if you only had put that on a tray and handed it to me, it could only get better.
I mean, a 50-year supply, that's...
I'm in it for the title of CNO.
But
the 50-year supply is like winning the lottery plus a car, right?
And that's the best part about it is it's not like it goes bad.
No. Have you seen? So you all should YouTube the videos where people are using ramen noodles to fill in cracks on like ceramic sinks and tubs and
the paste or something that goes into it. Really interesting.
That's a little bit concerning.
It's very concerning, but my God, we love to eat it.
Mostly sunny and breezy today with a high around 79 degrees. The breezy temperatures will continue today with a low around 60 degrees. Tomorrow, scattered showers are possible with a high around 70 degrees, a low of 42 tomorrow. So not quite as chilly today. And I know on Friday, chilly with highs in the 50s. And I think we could be looking down into the 30s. Kid. So it could get a little chilly come Friday. So for Cougar football, we're not necessarily looking too much
it's really fall.
Forward to that. Yesterday, the confirmation hearings continued for Amy Coney Barrett, as it was a lot of different questions, and she says here, judges can't wake up one day and say, I have agenda, I like guns, I hate guns, I like abortion, I hate abortion, and walk in like a royal queen and impose their will on the world, is what she told. It's not the law of Amy, it's the law of the American people, is what she said. There is all kinds of information, and I know that yesterday Mark spent a lot of time going deep into this, and I'm sure he will tomorrow, so I won't dive as much into it today, just because we have a lot of other things. There's a lot of coronavirus stuff that I want to be sure that we get to, but
I do want to point out that if you're not watching, go back and find the clip where she holds up the notepad when she's answering all of these questions and giving deep detail, and then one of the representative out of Texas, he says, can I see your notepad in front of you? And she holds it up and it's blank. He said, you're recalling all of this from memory? And she said, yes, sir. It was like, killed the internet yesterday. I was like, get it, Amy.
I miss that
Girl
one.
power.
Yeah, I miss that too.
She's brilliant. She's absolutely brilliant. She knows her stuff, regardless if you are on her side or not. She's a brilliant woman.
But yes, if you want to read more, there's plenty of that information out there that you can dive into. In fact, it's continuing right now as we look up. Looks like Patrick Leahy, he is a Democrat from Vermont. Mm-hmm. He looks like he's doing it on, I don't think that's Zoom. That might be Teams or something.
Today.
He's doing it from maybe his office in Vermont, so up there. Local coronavirus update. Yesterday, the Grayson County Health Department released 15 new cases have been confirmed since last Friday. 453 total, so there have been 26 since Friday, October the 2nd. Health officials said 20 victims are isolated, indicating a positive test. 2 patients are currently in the hospital. 416 patients have recovered from the virus. This is after the announcement on Monday by Governor Beshear that a 61-year-old man from Grayson County had passed away after contracting the virus. The county's death toll stands at 17, with 2 deaths continuing to be reviewed by state health officials. Out of those, so we said that there are 20 victims that are currently isolated, which means that they are still a positive test. 3 of them are Grayson County Schools students. On Monday, school officials said 2 students tested positive for the virus, as you had, it's three cases in the school district, rather. 2 are students, 1 Lawler Elementary student and 1 Wilkie student. And then on Tuesday, it was a Grayson County High School student who confirmed to have the virus. So I mentioned briefly in the open that Friday's Cougar football game is at Ohio County. So long story short, we've shown the map. We don't have the map today, but you see the red counties, the yellow counties, the orange counties. There's all of the different colors. But what the KHSAA for high school football said, if you are in a red county, they recommend you don't play or you take extra precautions to do it. So for this Friday's game, Ohio County has now moved into a red county. So that would mean Grayson County would be going to a red county. So theoretically, the KHSA recommends that game should not happen in Ohio County. I know Superintendent Doug Robinson, I spoke with him last night, and Ken Howlett did as well yesterday. He said that he is anticipating discussions with Ohio County schools beginning, I think, today is what he had said, and what that will happen coming for Friday night's game. He wasn't really sure.
Can we switch it? Can we have a red? Can we say, hey, let's move it to Cougar Field?
Can we? Yes.
But
so that is an option.
So apply the rule, though.
And again,
can a red county come to a yellow county?
Yes.
But
But
we
see,
just can't go into the red county.
The other part on this is that when Grayson County played Breckenridge County, if you remember back earlier this season, Grayson County was technically a red county and Breck County came. And what Grayson County did was that they limited attendance further to only parents. There were no students allowed in the game, just to continue limiting. Now, will Ohio County decide to do something like that? I don't know. But then again, like I said during the volleyball game last night, this changes every minute. We could come in at 4:00 today during the briefing, and Ohio County could be back to a yellow county. So we really don't know. Exactly. That's the thing. We don't know. It changes so much. So it's a very, very fluid situation. Speaking of Governor Beshear, yesterday he announced 776 new cases of coronavirus were confirmed in Kentucky over the previous 24 hours, as that now brings the case total to 81,691. 111 of those cases are 18 years and younger, 22 5 years and younger. 14 new deaths were reported yesterday, as that death toll now moves to 1,269. The positivity rate did rise, as it was 4.37% on Monday, and it's 4.59% yesterday. Hospitalizations went up 32 from Monday, 704, but ICUs went down. So 170 are in ICU right now. Since the beginning of the pandemic, 7.7% of the people who have tested positive have been treated in a hospital, and 2% have undergone treatment in intensive care. So that are some of the numbers yesterday from Governor Beshear, and obviously there's plenty more out there if you want to dive deeper into his briefing. I know he was doing it virtually, and I know he was making, I know Mark made the point yesterday that he said it gets old looking at a screen all day. Like, yes,
Welcome
it
to
does.
2020,
Yes, it does.
Hello, Governor. Welcome to the 2020 year of coronavirus, Governor.
4 people have been arrested after the Grayson County Sheriff's Office executed a traffic stop on a speeding vehicle on the Western Kentucky Parkway Tuesday morning at approximately 1:45. Grayson County Sergeant Zane Greer and Deputy Sean Fentress were patrolling the parkway west of Caneyville when Greer clocked a westbound Pontiac, Montana, driving 84 miles per hour. They executed a traffic stop, made contact with the driver, 22-year-old Ricardo Resendez. Police determined he was under the influence of a substance. Resendez was arrested and charged with DUI, possession of marijuana, drug paraphernalia. Also arrested 38-year-old Juan Cartagena, 37-year-old Narciso Garcia, and 19-year-old Jason Perez.
You nailed it.
I got my Spanish in there.
Good
I got my
job.
Spanish. I spoke Spanish.
You spoke it once.
spoke it.
I know. Como
I learned it.
estás?
Really good.
I just spoke it too.
Muy bien. Well, no,
But I'm not going to wade into the waters of
I can do a
pronouncing
little
names.
backstory. So where I worked before I came here was a news station in Bowling Green, radio station. And there was a tragic story of someone who was shot and killed in a restaurant down there. And it was 4 of the suspects in the case were all Hispanic. And I remember that any time that we had to do a story on that, the news director, he would just hand it to me. And he'd just like, read it. I don't know. Because he couldn't, they were some difficult names, but it was just kind of one of those things that
Yeah, you got really
just with
dark
my Spanish,
there. Like,
my
you-
Spanish
yeah, you
background
got
there.
that.
That
You
I
got
can,
it.
You got
I
dark
can
and
do
pulled
it.
it back out. Yeah.
You go to K105.com. The sheriff's office released Grayson County's 12 most wanted, as drug traffickers and a man accused of strangulation litter the list. So if you go to K105.com, that list is right there, and lots of different names on
Can I
that
see
one.
anybody I know? You're always looking for a family
Misty
member.
Thomas, do you know that one? No.
There's a couple Misty Dons out there.
When you're finished, I want to look.
3 Ohio County men have been arrested on felony drug charges after a raid on a Utica home.
Oh, I do
Ohio
know
County
him.
Sheriff Tracy Beatty said his office conducted an investigation into methamphetamine trafficking and consumption at a residence on Mahaney Lane. Search warrant was obtained and executed by deputies and Kentucky State Police on Sunday, where deputies found meth, marijuana, several firearms, and drug paraphernalia. 53-year-old Joseph Ward, 48-year-old Johnny Roach, 62-year-old Bob Hattler were all charged with multiple drug charges and lodged in the Ohio County Detention Center.
These guys a little old to be playing with that stuff.
That's the same thing Ken had said yesterday. He said it's you know it's
I
you got
feel like
your
we
ages
we outgrow this. At some
you've
point,
got
shouldn't we?
62 on the left,
Yeah.
you've got 53 in the middle, and 48 on the right.
Okay.
So
well, hey,
um,
got the
it's
generations
kind of interesting when it
represented
comes
there.
to that.
You boys need to grow up.
The Kentucky State Police is asking for the public's help in finding a Warren County teenager. 16-year-old Ireland Scanlon disappeared on Friday. She was last seen near Scottsville Road. White female standing 5'6", weighing about 120 pounds. If you're listening on the radio, can't see the picture, you can go to K105.com and see it. If you have any information, contact Kentucky State Police, 270-782-2010. 782-2010 is the phone number for that. Misty, I saw this story yesterday.
It was
and,
aggressive.
Misty, yep, I got it. Well, this is I think you'll know the story I'm talking about. I'm sure you've
Okay.
seen it by now. We were both in band. Christy, you were not in band though, were you?
Yes.
You were in band? Okay.
Marching band?
Were you in marching band?
No,
Okay.
trumpet.
Okay. So we were both
Yes.
in marching band.
Yes.
Do you know what story I'm getting then?
Yep.
Christy, have you heard this story yet?
No, I've not.
So
Can hardly wait.
For one, long story short, we're not going to get into. Marching band is not as easy as it looks.
Marching
You see,
band
it
is
really
grueling.
difficult.
Yeah,
So
I
we-
would have never survived that.
We're gonna
yeah.
we're gonna make a trip here to Estill County. Good old William Caudill. There you see him there, 52-year-old.
Willie.
He was drunk when he drove his Chevy Tahoe from the parking lot of Estill County Springs Elementary School onto the football field behind the school, nearly striking members of the Estill County High School marching band.
He hates these drums.
He came to a stop just feet before the area that the percussion section was practicing.
Willie, Bill.
He blew
Billy.
a blood alcohol level of .311.
Yeah. 4
He
times
was
the
arrested
legal limit.
and charged
4
with
times.
DUI and 15 counts of wanton endangerment. $10,000 bond, and he's going to be arraigned around Thanksgiving.
I would accept a collect call right now from Willie if the jail wanted to call him. I would pay
Yeah.
that collect call. I
Yep,
got some
yep.
questions, Willie. How do
But
you
here's the- here's
jump track to get
here-
onto the football
I
field?
think the one question that we need to do, at least he was smart enough to realize that he's about to run into the percussion, and that's
I
probably
don't-
not going to end well.
I don't think he stopped it. I think that probably it was like he probably got bogged down in the mud. He
But-
ran out of gas. I doubt he had the wherewithal to get himself
He's
stopped.
lucky though that he didn't go through the woodwind section or anything. This
up some
story
reeds.
thankfully is, we can laugh about it because no one
It's
was
not
injured
funny
at all.
Right.
at all. It's
I mean,
terrifying.
it is,
Yes,
but
it
it's
is. But
not.
no one was
one was
injured
injured.
because this could have been a tragic
This
story.
could have been an absolute nightmare. Willie, listen, honey, stay sober.
Yes.
Let's not drink and drive. If you decide to drink, let's just go ahead and hide our keys from ourselves.
Yeah.
Give them to somebody else.
And that's the thing. What do you always say, Misty?
Stay sober.
You got
people.
your
Stay sober.
two-word total, and I mean it's just
fairly simple.
yes, it's a really simple point here, and
Day
if
drinking
people-
never served any marching band any good.
No, yes, it's that simple. But again, Mr. Willie,
You're probably not going to get an invitation to the field show this year, Mr. Willie.
I'm gonna guess not. So that's good old William
No
Caudill.
more hot sacks for you, Mr. Willie.
Yes, thankfully no one was hurt. We got to get to a break. When we come back, we'll dive into are you washing your masks correctly, and a lot more as this is In the Know right here on K105 and 103.9 The Moose.
Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Down here in the South, we like good coffee that's freshly brewed, warm, fluffy biscuits, and a delicious breakfast that suits your fancy. Like a savory sausage biscuit with egg or a tasty single sausage, gravy, and biscuit from McDonald's. Now, just $2 each. Head on over to McDonald's, where breakfast is Southern-inspired and Southern-approved. Price and participation may vary. Available when product served. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Expert care, high technology, hometown kindness. That's Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center. The team of dedicated healthcare professionals at Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center is committed to bringing you quality, compassionate care in a safe and state-of-the-art facility, driven to continuously improve the quality of health in the communities they serve, at the same time promoting healthier and more productive lives and lifestyles, close to home. Reliable, honest, progressive. Twin Lakes Regional Medical Center. Your home, your health.
Core-Mark Kentucky has immediate job openings for night warehouse shifts. If you're highly motivated, seeking a family-friendly environment, Core-Mark Kentucky has full, part, and temporary time positions available with competitive wages, incentives, benefits, vacation, and a fun work atmosphere. Core-Mark Kentucky offers you a 4-day work week. That's 3 days off a week. Call a recruiter now at 270-259-9341 or apply online at careers.coremark.com. Core-Mark is an equal opportunity employer.
For 36 years, we've been promised better health care by none other than Mitch McConnell. He brags about his power in Washington, but he hasn't repealed Obamacare. He hasn't improved Obamacare. He hasn't taken on the drug and insurance companies. And in fact, he's taken more money from big drug and insurance companies than any other senator. And Mitch McConnell is the one leading the fight to take away protections for Kentuckians with pre-existing conditions, like the coronavirus. We need to clean out Congress and drain the swamp.
This is Amy McGrath. This is all why I'm strongly in favor of term limits, so we can finally get things done, like letting Medicare negotiate lower drug prices, keep protections for pre-existing conditions, and women should never have to pay more than men for the same procedures. I'm running for Senate, and I approve this message because I will only answer to you.
Paid for by Amy McGrath for Senate.
Facebook is sprucing up Messenger with a new look. The Messenger app gets a redesign with a more vibrant logo and new default chat color, additional chat themes like love and tie-dye, and custom reactions. There are also some more features on the way, such as selfie stickers and vanish mode. The makeover will get rolled out automatically and is part of Facebook's overall plan to merge its platforms. Disney is streamlining, reorganizing its media and entertainment business that will focus on developing productions that will debut on its streaming and broadcast services. A couple of factors involved here, mainly due to the pandemic, which has crushed Disney's theater business and caused production issues for new content. On the other end, their streaming business is booming as Disney Plus has already racked up more than 100 million paid subscribers. Tesla is going to release its full self-driving mode to some customers who are expert and careful drivers next week. Despite what the name might suggest, drivers will still need to keep their hands on the wheel, but it will grant access to features like auto lane change and auto park. Tech Report, Larry Olson.
Today is dessert day.
Bring it to me.
It is lowercase day, a day to write without capitals. I guess if I have to choose, writing without capitals is better than all caps.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's so aggressive
Yeah,
when
don't
you
yell
people
at me.
do that.
It is World
it.
Standards Day, honoring the experts who developed standards for measurement, electronics, and telecommunications worldwide.
Oh, I was just going to say in general, some of y'all
Shout
need
out,
some higher
I guess.
standards.
It is Chocolate-Covered Insects Day.
I mean, if I was starving on an island, I would try it.
Bring your teddy bear to work in school day. I see no one participated here.
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
Actually,
And-
there is a teddy bear
Oh,
in my office.
there is. You know what? Now that I think about it. Because last week I walked quickly and saw it out of the corner of my eye and thought somebody was laying on your couch. And about because I was in here alone and about, yeah.
Somebody is.
Yeah, yes. It kind of freaked me out. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. And it is Bald and Free Day, honoring those with a beautiful, shiny top.
Beautiful,
Listen.
shiny top. Are you free? What are you free of if you're bald?
Washing your hair?
Maintenance, yeah, right?
I mean, if it's shiny, you're having to shine it, right? I mean,
I guess.
Yes, because
I think there's still the plucking of stray hair that goes on. You can't just have one or two growing.
as the sheet says today, it's a shout out to the people who can't part their hair because they've already parted with it.
That's good.
Well said.
So obviously everyone's got their masks. And I know that
Well, no, not obviously.
Well,
obviously, not everybody has a mask.
True. Okay. Back step. Let's go back 5 seconds.
And
Rewind.
from the top.
Okay. We have masks.
Yes.
In here. And
Yes.
all of us have K105 masks. I know.
We've
that
been
we use.
gifted lots of really creative masks from
Yes.
people who are coming in to be on shows. So.
Oh, yeah. So I've
Mm-hmm.
been given, I know that I usually wear one on air. Or when I'm doing
you're sports broadcasting.
Sports broadcasting. I have my K105 mask, and I've obviously have to wash it a lot because
for you
it's
for
just
washing.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I've been having to get into that mood here, but it says that how should you wash the masks? The proper way to do it. It says for the one thing is that you're supposed to wash them after every single time that you use it.
That makes sense.
Additionally, the masks must be washed at high temperatures after each use to ensure they are thoroughly decontaminated. This is from the University of New South Wales at Sydney. Both cloth mask and surgical mask should be considered contaminated after use. They compare machine washing with hand washing. They said that a machine-washed cloth mask is as effective as a surgical mask,
Okay.
is what this new study says. The World Health Organization says cloth masks should be washed with laundry detergent and water that's at least 140 degrees Fahrenheit.
I do not temperature test my water. I've never opened the washer lid and stuck the turkey thermometer down in there.
Nor have I. I
I've
just
not.
assume if it's hot, it's hot, right?
Yes. Yeah,
I'm going
that's
to be
not
honest
something that
with
I've
you.
done either.
I don't wash my mask every day. I don't wash my mask
Nor do I.
every week.
I
I
rotate my
should.
mask.
Yes, I rotate mask and I let them,
see. I
whatever.
have quite
Dry
a few
off.
K105 masks.
Me too.
Just because the amount that I've used them.
Yeah,
and I
I've
know
them
I
poked
have
everywhere.
to wash mine after broadcast.
I use a lot of disposable masks just because I get makeup on them.
And see,
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never.
So I just want to throw
I
it
don't
away.
know that I've ever worn a disposable mask.
I thought you were gonna say
I think
makeup,
all of
but
mine, because I know
that's
my first
good.
mask was from Kevin Henderson, the judge.
Uh-huh.
It has kitty cats on it.
Cute.
I got a Kentucky mask, got some K105 masks. So
We got some school mask. I got
yes, I
the,
do have a cougar mask.
Springhaven mask given to me because
saw
October
that
is
last week.
Domestic Abuse Awareness
Is that
Month.
the one you wore with Congressman Guthrie?
Yep.
So I like the creativity. I love the masks that have like a face on it.
Oh, me too.
I love the
I
big
love
lips.
Yes. Or
Those are fantastic.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Or
love the
teeth.
creative, and that's the
Yeah.
thing that I love about going to all the sporting events because you see all the people who have creative masks.
Yeah.
So
My first mask looked like a kitty cat's face, and I don't know what I've done with it. I think I washed it and it
I
ran
think
off
I've
with
seen
a sock.
that. Yes,
it ran off
you
with
sent a
sock.
picture of that.
Yeah.
I think one day. Young kids. I think. Well, both of you are going to be dealing with young kids today.
We are.
We are.
Yes.
So, do you want ways to keep young kids busy when you can barely keep up?
Is
Yes.
in the closet with some ham a bad idea?
So, here's one.
Is that not good?
It says play, quote, don't wake the dragon. According to a certified sleep science coach, pretend you're a sleeping dragon while your child tries to steal the treasure, a favorite toy you place nearby without waking you up. If they do make a noise, just pop open an eyeball and let out a dragon's growl to send your child running back to the other side of the room. And if your child is quiet enough to steal the treasure, it's a win-win for the both of you.
That sounds like that's
I like
disrupting my nap. You try that today and let us know how it turns out. I'm going back to ham in the closet.
You can send them on a mini scavenger hunt.
Mine's too little to do scavenger hunts. She
hunt?
could.
Mine's not. Yeah.
Use a sensory bin. So gives her 2-year-old daughter sensory bowls to play with. One bowl contains ice and cold water. The second it contains ice and hot water. And the third is just ice. You can also create sensory bins with cornmeal, rice, and different kinds of beans. Add in measuring cups, scoopers, jars, and your kids' favorite toys.
I really like that. I worked in daycare when I was in college, and we did some of those things, and it's really interesting to see how kids react to that.
I'm going to be honest. I'm a lazy babysitter. We're not doing that. I won't even let them play with Play-Doh, and my kids never had Kool-Aid because God forbid they spill it and I had to clean it up.
It says use painter's tape. And I know that this is something that we would do, but we'd use popsicle sticks growing up, is you can make a racetrack for the cars on the carpet using painter's tape.
Okay.
We would use popsicle sticks.
My mom will love that on her new floors.
Or yeah.
Let me know how that works.
Or you can do it, make lines for them to jump around in.
Yes,
and follow
she's
the
learned
lines.
to jump. This will be fun.
Create a washing station, simply a buckets of soapy water and clean water with a drying station so your kids can wash their toys, cars, dinosaurs, Legos.
It keeps them busy for a really long time.
Yep, probably can do that.
If you have a ALEXA, it says ask her to play freeze dance. It's an option you can add for free. It instructs the kids to pretend to be an animal or an object that begins with a random letter of the alphabet. She also plays music for the kids to dance. When the music stops, the kids have to freeze like statues.
Okay, mine would actually like this
Freeze
because she's
dance.
yes. Oh, McDonald's farm is her favorite thing.
This is going to happen today.
So we've got one right here. I'm not sure if I don't think she's plugged in, or we'd try her out right now. But yeah, those are some of if you're hanging out with youngins today. Those are some tips.
Yep, it's a
for how
Gemma
to
and
do
Aunt
it.
Misty day, so we're gonna freeze dance.
There you go.
And
So
when
it sounds
I say
like
we,
fun.
I mean her. And I'm gonna lay on the couch and go, do it again, from the top, Alexa, from the top.
One of the things that I always like to do when I'm hosting with you two is asking, who's in the wrong here. So I come up with.
Do I need my gavel and rope?
I think so, and
Okay.
for whatever reason, a lot of these seem to have to do with weddings or something, with the family.
Bridezilla.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy
So
girls.
a couple has asked to postpone their wedding because their sister wants a year of exclusivity. She got engaged last year and her wedding was supposed to be in August, and it's now rescheduled for August of next year. However, 2 weeks ago, my boyfriend proposed and we are now engaged. We want to have our wedding next winter around November/December-ish. It'll probably be something very small. The 3 to 4 month difference between the two wedding dates are not satisfactory for the demanding sister, though. She got upset and told me I knew how much she wanted her wedding to be a one-of-a-kind event. She knows if we have ours so close, after a lot of our relatives will be talking about us during her wedding. So who's in the wrong? Too close, or is the sister being a little unreasonable?
I mean, I can't imagine that you are so vain that you won't allow your sister to have the same joy. Listen, at the very root of the wedding are two people who are joining their lives together, and that is to be celebrated with this festivity. And when you remove that out of it and you've become so vain that you need people to continue to talk about you, somebody's going to steal your glory,
Yeah, I agree.
really need to check your pride and
check
yourself. Yeah, because you don't love your sister like you love yourself.
As a couple of people have said here, said you can't get married this year. It's my birthday year. And someone else says, tell her she can have 2021 if you can announce your engagement at her reception.
That is good.
You should just get married at her wedding and eat the cake too. Have a secret ceremony in the bathroom.
And then the other thing I always like to bring up is, the newest internet trends. And TikTok has kind of been the thing that has taken over this summer. And have you all seen the TikTok trend for the ocean spray guy riding his skateboard down the road with drinking the cranberry juice, listening to Fleetwood Mac?
Oh, I do love Fleetwood Mac.
It got better and better and better. I love cranberry juice.
Well, I wish I had the video to play it, but so if you're watching this and you've seen the video, they've now come up with a Halloween costume. And we'll have to wait in the break and show it to you. Maybe we'll come back to this. In fact, we will. I'll show it to both of you in the break.
Okay,
We'll come back to it. But they've come up with a Halloween costume. So I'm going to put that off to the side here. Instead, we'll dive into Trader Joe's debuting a new seasoning for the holidays called Everything But the Leftovers. The blend is made up of classic Thanksgiving stuffing herbs like sage, rosemary, thyme, and parsley. To me, it's supposed to, you can put it over popcorn, mashed potatoes, stuffing, or whatever it is. So it's a new thing and I just thought it was kind of, I guess I liked the name, Everything But the Leftovers.
I kind of like it. And I can see, not popcorn, but I can see maybe using it on mashed potatoes.
It would be really good in like fried potato cakes.
Mm-hmm.
That'd
be good.
To change or a potato chowder.
They're calling it the magic powder to make everything taste like Thanksgiving leftovers.
That
Okay.
is some good stuff.
I do love stuffing. I'm not a turkey lover, but I do love dressing.
I do know you donuts. You like donuts, right?
Donuts come to me.
What about a new spicy ghost pepper donut that will blow your socks off this Halloween from Dunkin'?
No. Sweet and salty.
October the
not sweet and hot.
14th. So today they are hitting the shelves. So you might be able to find that here as it is, again, your spicy ghost pepper strawberry dipping icing. So no.
I don't eat donuts, period. So
I don't eat donuts very often. When they get brought into the building, I enjoy them. I go back to, if you want to do it properly, pop them in the microwave for about 10 seconds with butter on them. But this is a no for me, a hard no. Strawberry and ghost peppers.
No.
Would you try it?
Oh, yeah. I would try it.
This
I
is
would try
like,
it. Listen, I'll try anything once for the most part.
they should call this the hazing donut. Like if you're pledging to a frat, this should be like part of their hazing process.
Yeah. I mean,
Disturbing.
I guess that's at least better than some of the other things that can happen.
I guess if you brought them in, I might, take like a sliver and try it just to say that I did. But I'm not one
ghost
for
pepper
donuts or
is
hot
is
stuff.
definitely.
You don't play with it.
No, not
It
at
got
all.
its name for a reason.
And then we can talk about having a bad day. And then we can talk about this guy. Police are searching for a Rolls-Royce driver who allegedly fled the scene of a collision with a Lamborghini. His car is worth $320,000, and he rammed into the rear of a $220,000 car. Both cars suffered severe damage. They're looking for the guy, though.
Happens in my neighborhood all the time.
It's just like, of all cars to hit when you're driving that nice of a car, why not hit the Lamborghini? We've got to get to a break. We'll come back with more here on In the Know.
This is Amy McGrath. As a Marine fighter pilot, I flew the most high-tech F-18 jets. But I'd carry something very low-tech on every combat mission. I'd keep handwritten Bible verses and a small American flag tucked into my flight suit. I'd also send prayer books that I got in the chapel tent home to my dad, so he and I could say the same prayer every day. I was raised to believe in God, and it gives me strength. My faith matters to me, which is why I want you to know that Mitch McConnell's attacks on me are simply not true. As a mom with 3 young children, I strongly oppose late-term abortions. I support law and order, term limits, and getting tough on China. I'm a 20-year Marine. I've been a registered independent, and I'm married to a lifelong Republican. In other words, I'm not taking orders from anyone but you. I'm running for Senate, and I approve this message because I will always put Kentucky first.
Paid for by Amy McGrath for Senate.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages, incentive pay, benefits at 90 days, and a discount stock program offering after 6 months. Applications for production trainees are available in the front lobby with a convenient drop box. So stop by the office at 435 at Embry Drive and start your path to a career with Leggett & Platt. We need 30 new trainees immediately. So join the team where our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
It's a huge weekend in Hodgenville as the Lincoln Jamboree celebrates Joel Ray's 93rd birthday. It kicks off Friday at 5 in the restaurant with an all-you-care-to-eat seafood buffet. On Saturday and Sunday morning from 8 to 10, Joel Ray's breakfast platter will be served. Saturday morning at 10, a free flea market and huge home-cooked meal in the restaurant, and a big homecoming show at 8 o'clock featuring Charles Durham, the Brown Sisters, Anthony Greer, Blake Whitlock, Christy Miller, and Eddie Miles. Sunday at noon, a huge home-cooked Sunday luncheon, followed by a big matinee impersonation show at 4 o'clock, where guest stars will dress and sound like the stars. For reservations for Saturday night show or the Sunday matinee, call 270-358-3545 on Friday after 11 o'clock. Again, that's 270-358-3545. No reservations are needed for the restaurant. Help us celebrate Joel Ray's 93rd birthday in style all weekend at the Lincoln Jamboree in historic Hodgenville. Wow, what weekend fun!
Bounce back is the word in mind for the Grayson County Cougars as they look to move past a rough trip to Graves County last week. Now the attention turns to Ohio County for a showdown with the Eagles. Last season, it was the Eagles who upset the Cougars in Litchfield. I'm Sam Gormley. Join me Friday night for all of the action live from Hartford. Coverage begins with the Locker Room Show at 6:30. Watch live on K105.com via Facebook Watch or always live on K105.
K105 Weather is brought to you by Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
Twin Lakes weather. Warm today with temperatures getting into the upper 70s for highs underneath sunny skies. It will be a bit windy for the second half of the day with gusts between 20 and 30 miles per hour. The wind coming out of the south and southwest will keep us warmer tonight with lows only in the 50s. From the Wave 3 News Storm Tracking Team, I'm meteorologist Tawana Andrew.
Tonight, I just want to take you high. Throw your hands up in the sky. Let's set this party on fire. Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon.
Did you know Prussia's Frederick the Great liked his coffee made with champagne and mustard?
What? Who
Oh, that's
even
just so
decided
weird.
that would be like, let's
Prussia's
try it this way?
Frederick the Great liked his coffee made with champagne and mustard.
Like, I don't.
I can't, like, I was
The
like, okay, maybe the champagne.
The
'cause we
champagne
like
I could
cream,
understand. Yeah,
But the mustard? That's like a sweet and
And
salty
I do
thing?
love mustard, but
yeah, I like mustard, but
In
I
your
don't know about my coffee.
coffee?
That's
I don't like coffee, so.
yeah. I no.
Frederick, you're not
I'm
great
gonna-
no more.
I'm gonna,
Just
I'm gonna
weird.
pass on that. So in the break, I showed them both the Fleetwood Mac Ocean Spray guy, and now if we can maybe pull up the picture of the Halloween costume that they have now come up with, and maybe we can even go full screen on it. So you see, it's got his clothes, and it's even got the
Oh, it's
the
got
tattoo,
the feather tattoo.
the feather tattoo that you can
Awesome.
put
I
on
like
the
it.
mustache, the socks. But if you haven't watched it, it's completely safe for work. It's clean. It's
Oh,
funny.
yeah. It's just great to
it's
watch.
literally him just skateboarding, drinking cranberry juice
Yeah.
while singing and dancing to Fleetwood Mac's Dreams.
Well, it's funny because you don't expect him to break into the song.
Right.
You think that somebody's laid the song over to the video.
Yes.
Because he looks like he would be singing like something rap or
Yes.
hip hop or no, he breaks into
It's
Fleetwood
funny.
Mac.
It's funny. But
Yeah,
yes,
it's
they have
great.
now come up with a Halloween costume for that. Yesterday, Apple, it was the big day. They announced everything for their iPhone event for 2020. As here's what's coming next. You have Apple HomePod Mini. The mini version of the original HomePod speaker will be released on November 16. It includes one driver, 2 passive radiators, and an acoustic waveguide on the bottom.
Okay.
Yep.
You lost
iPhone
me at
12
radiators.
and iPhone 12 mini are coming out. So 5.4 inches is the iPhone mini, 6.1 is the regular iPhone. It promises to be 11% thinner, 15% smaller, and 16% lighter.
Okay.
And it includes the Super Retina XDR display and custom OLED display.
Oh, I've been waiting for the Super Retina.
Yeah, I
The
just got the
Mega
Retina.
Retina was not as
Yes.
good.
I just got the Retina. It's not as good on that.
But Sam, the Super Retina would be fantastic.
And then they also have the iPhone 12 Pro and the iPhone Pro Max. And I know that they have 5G capability now.
Do I get my
coming out with this.
11% thinness back if I go max? Can I be 11%?
It doesn't mention anything, but
thicker?
you do get a 40% larger sensor on your camera with an optical image stabilization.
Wowza.
I know you were wanting 48%, so I don't know.
I think I'm going to hold it out to the 13th edition.
John Legend is going to return to the stage tonight for the Billboard Music Awards. That's happening tonight. Host Kelly Clarkson will open the show. John Legend will give a special performance of Never Break from his latest album, Bigger Love, during the Wednesday night award show. It's the first appearance since him and his wife, Chrissy Teigen, suffered a pregnancy loss. So that will be tonight at 8 p.m. on NBC. The first ever song from the 90s to eclipse 1 billion Spotify streams. What do you think it is?
Spotify streams?
Spotify streams, 1
I'm going to go 1 billion, 90s song, the Shrek song. Somebody must.
I think is that late 90s or is that early 2000s?
No, I think it was late 90s. I could be wrong.
Your
maybe
answer?
that was the early 2000s.
Your answer is Wonderwall by Oasis.
Really?
What?
Is the first song from the 90s to crack 1 billion.
I don't even know this song.
It's only the second year
it's
from
not good.
the second song from before the year 2000 to surpass 1 billion streams. The other, Bohemian Rhapsody
Now that
from Queen.
Yeah, that's not from the 90s, though. It was just...
prior to 2000.
Oh, I thought you said
Yes,
in the 90s.
from
Gotcha.
1975. So there are lots of
interesting.
songs that have hit 1 billion songs. Post Malone and Justin Bieber each have 7 that have done it.
Post Malone and I have to get together in my court and talk about his tattoo placement because it's gone awry.
Oh, it's...
Yeah, we have an appointment. I don't know for sure if he's aware of that, but my wig's being refreshed for our day in court.
Okay.
Yeah,
You got
I'll
it.
let him know when it's
Is
ready.
it-
but
okay, it's not over
yeah,
there.
There's some things on the face. We're gonna
Do you
have
send
to
it to the dry cleaner?
Yeah.
Is that how it's done, or how do you get it refreshed?
Yeah, no, just when somebody's taking a shower at my house, I just stick it,
Oh,
like
okay,
on the
that makes
corner
sense.
of the
That makes
door and
sense.
just let it
Makes
refresh a little.
You heard the Coming to America news, Misty?
Do
Coming to
say.
America 2 will skip theaters and go straight to Amazon.
Because nobody doing theaters in 2020.
Yes, Amazon has acquired the movie for around $125 million, and it will be on Amazon's Prime Video platform.
Oh man, that boy's good.
It doesn't have a release date yet, so we will.
Do we
I'm
have
sure-
anything about the storyline, or is Eddie Murphy coming back?
No.
I mean, who's
yes,
what?
Eddie Murphy is coming back,
and
doesn't have
sidekick?
anything, at least in this
Arsenio
story,
Hall?
anything more.
Who will play all the
coming into this.
characters of Arsenio Hall and
That I don't know.
Eddie Murphy aren't there?
I only have very little information, and all the information is that I just gave you. So Eddie Murphy though will be in it. I do know that for
Super
sure.
excited about this. So I'm calling movie night for all staff and personnel because if you don't watch The Jerk or Coming to America, you cannot keep up with us on this show.
Yeah, you
We'll
fail.
have movie
if you
night,
don't.
movie night in the front yard.
Yeah, like you cannot keep up with what we're talking about.
And then Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Hart is teasing a possible remake with Will Smith.
Now that
That would be fun.
yeah, that could be interesting.
It's a remake of the
John
1987.
Candy's gone, right? We lost John Candy.
Steve Martin is the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin Hart's hilarious. So
He is too funny.
It's not been that long ago that I rewatched that.
So it looks like they are going to be making that come to Mark. And then I have here really quick, I have a list of strange autumn activities. So as we are kind of officially, temperatures getting cooler. Friday, I
too.
think we're gonna
Yeah,
we're
me
gonna
there.
finally do it. Leaf hoarding. Hoarding the leaves. I know that leaf piling, leaf hoarding.
Yeah.
Bobbing for Apple watches. No.
What?
These are strange
Apple
autumn
Watches.
activities. Yes,
Oh.
Apple watches.
Oh, I would
yes.
bob for an Apple Watch.
Planting a garden in the middle of autumn.
Well, just saying.
Building a creamed corn maze.
I do love cream corn.
It's funny.
Warning your kids of stranger danger all year, then encouraging them to knock on anyone's door and ask for candy.
Right?
We are messed up, people. We are messed up.
And then finally, the most important one, and there's one person that I'm heavily looking at as I say this, decorating for Christmas.
Dun dun dun.
I'm not naming any names, but
WD-40.
is anyone here? But yes, I'm looking at you, Mr. WD-40. Decorating for Christmas, a strange autumn activity. We haven't even had Halloween yet. We got to get to a break. We'll come back with more here on In the Know.
Author Dave Willis learned the key to a good life from people who were dying. You see, when Dave was young, his mother was a hospice nurse, and from time to time, he'd accompany her to work. During those visits, Dave got an opportunity to talk with people who had days, maybe weeks to live. They told Dave all about their lives and reflected on their greatest joys and their greatest regrets. Dave noticed a common thread weaving through each of those conversations. He observed that relationships are at the center of importance in life. When it's all said and done, our greatest joys and our greatest regrets involve relationships. Not one of the sick and dying ever told Dave, "I wish my golf score would have been better," or "I wish I would have spent more hours at work." They talked about their mistakes that hurt the people they love most, about forgiveness they withheld or should have sought for themselves. Their deepest regrets always involved other people. So did their greatest joys. Every memory of happy times and great adventures included a story about friends and family that infused those moments with significance. What are your priorities today? If you're open to the wisdom of those who have passed through this life before us, one truth is clear. Money and material possessions are necessary to sustain life, but love and relationship make life worth living. For more to help you thrive, visit FocusOnTheFamily.com. I'm Jim Daly.
You've been on the road for hours, covered 527 miles, listened to 3 podcasts, had 2 calls with your mom and 1 with your sister, and you're really hungry. And look at that. There's a McDonald's 1 mile up ahead meal. There's a meal for every moment at McDonald's. Pair a regular or spicy 6-piece chicken McNuggets with small fries or a McDouble with small fries for just $3. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with a combo meal.
Core-Mark Kentucky has immediate job openings for night warehouse shifts. If you're highly motivated, seeking a family-friendly environment, Core-Mark Kentucky has full, part, and temporary time positions available with competitive wages, incentives, benefits, vacation, and a fun work atmosphere. Core-Mark Kentucky offers you a 4-day work week. That's 3 days off a week. Call a recruiter now at 270-259-9341 or apply online at careers.coremark.com. Core-Mark is an equal opportunity employer.
Today, successful small businesses are lean, portable, and focused. If you're running your own business, you need to stay in tune to your customers, vendors, and employees. That doesn't leave much time for processing payroll and reporting, much less the overall performance of your business. The firm of Buckles, Travis, and Hart has a full offering of services for small businesses. Payroll processing, tax liability, unemployment, and financial reporting, just to name a few. Think of them like a built-in business manager, but they don't get sick and they don't ask for time off. Call or contact today to help get your business focused across the board. Buckles, Travis, and Hart, 270-259-5604. GraysonCPAs.com.
Chase them down a hoodoo there. On the bayou. On the bayou. On the bayou.
My point to ponder for today: what over-the-top things do you do to save money?
Oh my gosh, where do
I was going to say, I look right at you, Misty. I made eye contact. It's like, Christy, I think we can log off here for the rest of the show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. How long do I have? I don't know that I'm really over the top. I do follow clearance sales. I do shop out of season. I always have. I Christmas shop all year long when I find something on sale that I feel like is a gift that would be thoughtful.
The suggestions that I saw in this was, and I'd never even heard that this is a thing, unplug the light in your refrigerator.
Yeah, I'm not that chintzy. I'm not.
Use one-ply toilet paper was one of the.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. That's line drawn.
Nope, going in for the 3-ply if they make it.
Yeah,
I can't do bathroom toilet paper math, but if any of you can, I know that I'm buying the fat roll.
Oh yeah, the ones that are like.
That are like
you
10
gotta
times
like
the
take
other
half of it off before you
but
can even
then-
get it to spin, kind of thing. on your-
Yes,
That's the good
yeah.
ones.
Yes.
It's flat on the back because it's
Yep,
pushed up
yep,
against the wall.
Yep, mhm.
That's my baby right there. Come
That's-
on. No, I don't do anything completely wonky, crazy. I do, I do not pay full price for much of anything, not even a new car. I learn the system and I follow it. And
Christy, does anything come to mind for you?
Not at all.
No.
I mean, I just don't buy that much. I mean,
she's not a shopper.
I'm not a
She's
shopper at all.
Grocery crit
And I'm trying
list
to,
and that.
trying
I
to think if
when it comes to clothes, Misty actually gets them for me. So
I see. I can't even think of anything that like comes to mind of things that I mean. I'm more of a I'm more of a frugal person. Is to the part where I'm like I don't really need that.
You're
So
very
I think,
disciplined.
Yeah,
More
yeah. I
than
mean, I
you
don't.
are like cutting corners.
Yeah,
type
because
of
I don't.
person. Yeah, no, you're
I
very
mean,
good
I-
at that. Do you all remember the show that I think it was like one season? It was called Cheapskates.
No.
So on that show, it was ridiculous. It was like people using washable materials for toilet paper, people going and cutting weeds to make salad,
I mean-
people asking for other people's strangers' leftovers at a restaurant they thought they were going to throw away, like really gross stuff.
On that note, I mean, in Europe, toilet paper is not really a thing because you have the bidet. So
Yeah, I'm gonna need something to dry.
yeah.
Like yeah,
So they don't use quite as much because they.
sure they wash.
Yes.
I'm not opposed. I'm just saying we don't have one at my house.
On TV tonight, the season 32 premiere of The Amazing Race.
Oh wow. Okay.
Are you in The Amazing Race? This
Well,
says it's on
Mark and
ABC. I
I'm
thought it was a CBS show, but I guess maybe it's moved to CBS.
Mark
ABC
and
or
I
something.
watched The Amazing Race.
Well, the season 32 premiere is today. Kicks off from LA. Season premiere of The Con on ABC. The troubling tales of people taken in by claims and promises that proved too good to be true. And on NBC, the 2020 Billboard Music Awards.
All right. So just saying, Big Brother is also on tonight.
Okay. Well,
Just
there's one more thing. Yeah, I didn't have that on my list. Your highlight in history for today, as the classic book on this date in 1926, Winnie the Pooh made its debut. Oh. So happy birthday, Winnie the Pooh, on this date in
My
1926.
child used to love to sing the "When I up, down, touch the ground, puts me in the mood." Do you remember this?
No, I don't.
Up, down, touch the ground, in the mood for food. She would walk around and sing that all day long. She'd rub her belly, food. So it's like our Winnie the Pooh.
I don't remember that. For us,
The
the
Adventures of
song
Winnie
that
the
we'd always
Pooh.
sing would be the Wiggles.
Don't you do it? Don't.
Fruit salad.
Stop. Oh, earworms.
The rest of
Sure
my
did.
day.
Yes.
Oh.
Yummy, yummy. Other 1945, the color comic strip Uncle Remus was first published on this date in 1964. The youngest person to receive a Nobel Peace Prize, Martin Luther King Jr., on this date in 1964.
Nice.
On this date in 1977, Bing Crosby suffered a fatal heart attack at the age of 73. On this date in 2003, one of the more infamous moments in baseball history, as the Chicago Cubs were about to win the game, and good old Steve Bartman reached over and caught the ball, and the Cubs ended up losing the game because of it. I think it's something that even not true baseball fans kind of know the moment
Yep,
is.
I do, and I'm not a baseball fan.
He still is, in some instances, not able to show his face in Chicago.
Yeah, he really should just move to like Guadalajara.
He's had to
instead
he's
of
had to
a
go off
place
the map,
like-
and it's really
Yeah.
a terrible thing as
Yeah,
to what
change
has
your
happened to him.
name.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
And then on this date, 15 years ago today, Daniel Craig was named the 6th James Bond. On this date, 15 years ago. Birthdays. Turning 81 today, Ralph Lauren. Turning 79, football coach Jerry Glanville. And really turning 26, Jared Goff, gone but not forgotten. Born in this state in 1644, William Penn, the founder of the colony of Pennsylvania. On this date in 1890, Dwight Eisenhower was born. And on this date in 1894, E.E. Cummings, the poet, was born. How about a chart topper?
Please.
Maybe. If I can.
Let's make it a good year. Come on.
So does 1951 count as a good year? Tony Bennett's was number one with Because of You.
I think it's a classic.
It is. He can sing too. Those golden pipes.
He can. It's. I'm just gonna say it's not on my workout list on my iPod.
Not something that you're wanting. So how about we move up to 1969?
Well, it depends what you got.
The Archies were number one with Sugar Sugar.
And I bet you've still not watched the movie.
I can't find it.
Oh my goodness.
I've looked.
It's been going on for like 8 years.
I know, and I've lost it, but it's in the house somewhere, and I'm gonna find it when we get everything packed up.
It's with the library book, right?
And my kitty cat mask.
And my grandma's cookie sheet. I know that she says that she'd always said when she moved, she lost her cookie sheet. She was always so upset about that.
They stealing stuff out of my house. I'm gonna find them.
So, Misty, do you want me to just go up to 1987?
Which one? Yeah, could you please? I mean, hallelujah.
I think I
Didn't
can
think this
win
day would ever
with
be
this.
seen. Oh, yes.
White Snake was number one. With Here I Go Again.
Heartthrob, White Snake.
Oh, me too.
Big White Snake fan.
So that was on this date 33 years ago today. It was number one.
We know we're old, right?
Thanks for stressing me.
Yeah.
33.
So should we go to 24 years ago? I played this song a little bit earlier, and good old K105 Digital Productions crew member Cody Brock started dancing.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's see.
They call me Macarena, and the boys they say que soy buena. They all want me, they can't have
The
me.
Macarena was
So they
number
all
one.
come and dance
Did you ever learn the dance?
Move
Yeah,
with
it's
me,
not hard.
Yeah, I mean,
dance
it's just-
with me,
yeah.
and if you're good, I'll take you home with me.
Yeah, it's really not. And then you got to do the hat and all that. I mean, a classic party song. And then to wrap it up,
It's not hard.
15 years ago today, Green Day was number one with Wake Me Up When September Ends.
I like Green Day.
I do too. Although we are in the middle of October, but they were number one on this date in 2005. I think it's a classic song. I know
That
you're
was the year that we were listening to The Wiggles.
The Wiggles.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
Do you
So
want
I
me to
miss-
play that song
I
instead?
miss Green Day.
I can try and find fruit
If-
salad really
if
quick.
You do,
Yummy,
I will
yummy.
not come back to work.
That's all it took.
We're going to take you out back.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yummy,
be
yummy.
your mama. I can ground you.
My my pearl of wisdom for today, as it goes this simple. A successful man is one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at him. A successful man is one who can lay a firm foundation with the bricks others have thrown at him. That is my pearl of wisdom for today, and that wraps up our show. Tune back in tomorrow for another edition. Until then, this is Uncle Sam Gormley, and for Misty Thomas and for Christy Buckles, we say see you tomorrow.
Powered by Heritage Media of Kentucky, WKHG Litchfield, Kentucky, USA, 104.9